happy summer. Happy summer solstice. And which is officially the first day of summer, also known as the first day of summer, happens this Wednesday of this week, which is tomorrow for those of you that are watching this blog on Tuesday when it came out. The summer solstice is a big deal in a lot of earth-based, almost all earth-based, more aboriginal cultures. It marks the longest day of the year. It marks that the time of dynamic energy hits its peak, and that's really cool. I like to talk about these things in the medicine wheel from my tradition, and so in it's and I used to look at it a couple of ways. Like in my earlier spirituality, in my early years, I used to look at it like the medicine wheel is really cool because it helps us helps me and helps us tune into the energy of nature, the energy of the planet, the energy of the earth. And then the earth can support me. If I align myself with that energy, I can be supported by the earth and by nature in my life. And as I've gotten older and hopefully more wise, the other thing, as my spirituality, I guess, has matured, okay, what I realized is like when it really started, hitting me that like I am part of nature, and really there's no separation. Like it's that not only is the energy of nature dynamically changing at the different times of year as I move around the medicine wheel, from spring to summer to fall to winter, as I move around the wheel, the energy in nature is changing. But since I'm part of nature, since I am nature, if you take it deep enough, the energy inside of me is changing. And so my energy is changing. And so I'm supported externally by nature and by internally. My energy is different. And my energy is more conducive to certain things at this time of year versus others. And so that's the power of it. And in my tradition, it's a time of summertime. It's it's when the masculine kind of yang energy, that dynamic energy of kind of clarity and doing and making things happen and engaging in things and discovering and exploring, that energy is at its peak. It's actually the summer solstice is when it peaks, and actually right on the sun, the masculine actually surrenders back to the feminine, but it stays in this kind of peak time of yang energy for a while. And so there's some real opportunities, inside of us and in nature. And so one of those things, a couple of those things I want to talk about is it's a real time of engagement. It's a time of activity and getting in the middle of things and trying new things and exploring. And it's kind of opposite, the time of the winter solstice, which happens in December 21st-ish, which was a time, I call it a time of introspection. The days are shorter. We're going inside of ourselves more. Just the light. If you look at the light, shorter days were more, it's darker outside. My field of vision comes inside more. Now, the field of vision is out long days and it's out bigger. It's outside of me. It's more expansive. The world is bigger now. We can travel easier, as those of you that, traveled on Memorial Day weekend, and you can see the snow in the mountains is receding. We can travel over mountain passes. We can go on, if we were in an aboriginal culture, we could go on hunting excursions, longer and food gathering, plants or animals. We can go further. We can explore our region more because we have more favorable weather conditions, at least in the northern hemisphere. And so it's a real time that energy is alive in us and all around us, within and without. It's alive in us to engage with things. I really like the word today anyway. I like the word engagement. It's a time to connect with spirit. It's like a time of high ceremony when people do vision quests and engage with spirit in a real active, young sort of way, like show me my vision and show me my path. It's like it's a real kind of young, let's go get it, type of, and spirit, of course, is that way as well. It's going to respond in that way, and so that's a real important thing to realize about this time of year. So it's a time to explore. It's a time to engage with spirit. It's a time to engage with other people. It's a time to engage with new aspects of myself that may be awakened in the springtime. Maybe I let go of some things last winter and now I'm fostering some new things that I've awakened in the springtime. It's a time to engage in my new aspects of self, my new friendships, my new relationships, my new communities, my new activities, my new hobbies, my new passions, my new spiritual practices and the things I'm drawn to spiritually and artistically and musically and socially. It's a time to really engage. It's like this time of trial and error. We call this time of year is a time of learning and a time to try new things and understand like how they work experientially, like not conceptually. I've been talking about that in some of these videos. It's a time to like see how things work in my new world, my new way of being, my new level of consciousness. Like, how do things work? How do we do that? By trying stuff. It's like, let's try this. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, let's try this. There's energy to support that. So it's a real time to engage and move out of our comfort zones and try new things. I'm not saying you should do that. It's just the time. It's the best time of the year to do that, is what I'm saying. Your energy is dynamic. The energy all around you is dynamic. It's a time when you can kind of overrun, or that overcome maybe would be better, or your fear or your comfort zones or your limiting beliefs, and try something new. I've got my old way of doing things, but let's try something new. Let's go introduce myself to new people. The people that we're drawn to, let's say hi to them. Let's try new things. Let's try new community. Let's go to new events, see new music in the summer concerts. Let's go do new things and explore new places. It's a time of travel. Where we're traveling, we're on vacation, we're going to the beach, we're traveling, and it's easier to travel with what's going on, and it's a time like we can go see new worlds and have new experiences. So that's really, the time is ripe for that now. It's time to engage in new things. Whereas in the winter, it's more of a time to be inside of ourselves. Now it's a time to be out in the world, to be engaged socially and out in nature and exploring new things. So anyway, I feel like I'm being a little redundant, but that's what I would encourage you to consider. So a question of inquiry is like, what new thing or things would you like to engage with? Because the energy is there for that. What new things would you like to explore? And would you like to discover outside of yourself and within? Like, what are you curious about? Who are you curious about? And what types of experiences are you curious about? Like, allow yourself, maybe consider anyway. I don't want to tell people what to do, but consider maybe allowing yourself to explore some of these new things, to see what's there, and the new aspects, see what works, see what doesn't work, brush yourself off, try again. There's a lot of support for even failing and for finding out what doesn't work. It's like, okay, well, that didn't work, let's try this. There's a lot of energy for that kind of trial and error. And for even some embarrassing social interactions, perhaps saying hi to new people, presenting yourself in a different way, to be more assertive or more friendly or less defensive in the way you present yourself. I'm just saying those are some things that are possibilities. It's a time to roll up your sleeves and get out in the world and try something new. So that is my video for this week. Thank you so much for watching. And once again, happy summer solstice. And I hope you enjoy your week and enjoy your summer solstice, enjoy your summer, and that maybe you just consider like what new things you might want to engage with, what new things you want to discover and try on for size. So anyway, enjoy your week, and I will see you in a week.